Okay, guys, welcome to Photographics Academy. All right, so this was an image dropped for retouchers around the world by DettyStudio. So he dropped it a few weeks ago, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing. So we did a retouching on the same image, like you are seeing on the screen right now, and we posted it on our handle on Facebook, and the messages has been booming. People have been commenting that they are interested to learn exactly how we're able to achieve it, and that is what I'm going to be taking you through step by step. So disclaimer, this might be a lengthy video. So I will try as much as possible to shorten it as much as I can. The ones I cannot cover, I'll just show you how you can do it, so that when you get the raw file, because of course we're also going to be dropping the raw file of this image, so that when you get the raw file, you can extensively practice the ideas I'm going to give you and see how it's going to come out for you. So for this video, we're going to be using two basic things, very important: a plugin and an action. So we're going to be making use of our Retouch Academy and of course our done for you retouch action. We're going to be combining both together to achieve the look we are looking for. So without wasting your time, let's quickly get started. You can download the picture in the description below so that you can follow along as I retouch. All right, so the first thing I would do is to crop my image. Yeah, I'll just have to crop it like this. Beautiful. So I think I would want to lose this area because here is not complete and she's not stuck in the middle. So I'm just going to place her somewhere in the middle, yeah, something like that. Although that's quite close, but let's just stick to that for now. Beautiful. So press OK. Yeah. So you don't need to turn on your content away to do that. It's going to probably lag your system while you do not need it. Okay, so let's move in. So the first thing I did was to take care of my blemishes, and to do that, I'm just going to create a black and white adjustment layer, like you already know. Sorry, that is photo filter. A black and white adjustment layer. And I'm going to crush down the red slightly so that the blemishes will just show up just like that. Beautiful. Probably increase or reduce the yellows or something. All right, I think this is good. Then I'm going to create a blank layer just above, just above my background layer and below my black and white. Then I'm going to pick up my spot healing brush tool and make sure that you select current and below in your sample. Do not select all layers. If you select all layers, it's going to also sample from the black and white. Then zoom in on your image and just quickly fix it. So just hold your alternate to pick a particular skin texture and use it to cover up the area you want to lose, just like that. All right, so we are done. I'm going to deactivate my black and white, probably delete it because at this point we would not need it again. All right, so let me show you what I did quickly. So this is before, this is after. Just very subtle changes. I didn't do so much because she doesn't really have a lot of blemishes on her. So after you are done with that, merge it up together by flattening it, and let's get started. First of all, we're going to be running our frequency separation on the image, and to do that I'm going to be using, because it's a 16-bit image, and to find out you can actually come over here, you see 16. You can also go to your image, go to mode, come down, anyone that is selected, know that is the bits of your image. So because it's a 16-bit image, I'm going to run my 16-bit frequency separation, keep it somewhere around 8. So this is the secret. Take it all the way down to 0, zoom in on your image, or probably just select a particular place in the picture, then start blurring it out. The moment you lose all your textures, stop. So we'll try somewhere around 9. So I think 9 is a good place to stay. Let's see, do we have textures here? So we'll still have a little bit of texture there, so we'll do 10. So 10 is a very good place to stay. Press OK. So when you are done with that, just pick up your mixer brush to make sure your low frequency separation is selected. Pick up your mixer brush tool like this and just maintain the settings on my screen, or probably just drop down your weight a little. We saw around 15. Yeah, every other thing should remain the same. Make sure that sample all layers is deselected, and probably one of the things you can do, because in doing frequency separation, you should avoid using mixer brush tool. You will have to avoid painting your shadows into your highlights and all of that, and painting your highlight back into your shadow. So you can actually deactivate your high frequency to be able to see exactly when your image is smooth. Another thing you can do is actually to create a black and white outside your frequency separation. Let me just check this out. Excuse me. Hold on, this is not what I wanted. Okay, so let's create it here. All right, so just above it and also take it down. So what the reason I did this is just to allow me visualize my highs and my lows. It does not affect anything that we get at the end of the day. So we can as well delete it when we're done. All right, so I'm just going to gradually paint over this area like this. So once that area is smooth, you stop. Don't need to do too much. Just like that. Take it round the whole image, just like that. Always make sure that the size of your brush is equivalent to the area you are painting per time. By doing so, it will allow you maintain your shadow and highlights separation thing. So let's see quickly what we've done. So we'll make sure we are not losing or painting anything that we are not supposed to paint in into the places that we don't want it painted in. All right, so far see what we've done before, after. So I noticed that here I did a little mistake in terms of my what do they call it? In terms of my highlights and my shadows. So I'm just going to step it back a little so that we wouldn't get stuck. So this is to tell you that it doesn't always come out perfect, but one of the things that makes you good at what you do is to be able to know when you have made mistake and take it some steps back and come back again and try it again, so that you do not end up destroying your image. I think I'll have to deactivate my black and white on my my texture to be able to see exactly what I will do there. All right, nice. So just follow it carefully, just to make sure you are not mixing things up and get your result done. Do not rush it. Of course, you might need to spend a lot of time practicing the use of mixer brush tool for frequency separation to give you a flawless look. But trust me, this is one of the best frequency separation techniques you can learn, and it's going to change your workflow forever. All right, okay. We'll blend here up. All right, this chin area is not properly blended. Okay, so we move over to the nose. Over here, we just take a straight line like this. Do not paint all of them together, just here, like this. Here. Make a tiny one for this shadow area. Make it even tinier. Do the same thing for this area. Just painting it that way. Then for this area, I just blend them in. For this area, just blend this area up. just like this. Okay, so we'll have this area to blend up as well. Say, just like that. All right, so I think we are good. So the essence of this whole thing is to make sure you maintain exactly the same shape, unless you have to reshape a particular place, maybe for a tutorial purpose or something. Yeah, okay, so we are good. So come down to the body, this area, just paints here over. Pull it down like this. When you get to this area that has probably a highlight, just go straight. Hold on, I was too much. Okay, so just go straight. Do the same thing over here, blend here in. So one of the advice I'm going to give you is to always follow the flow of the skin texture. By that way, it will allow you to even maintain a better skin texture at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate my black and white, reactivate my texture. Let's go back and see what we've done so far. We'll zoom out and check. So this is our before, after. So if you notice, we didn't do so much, but we made a lot of difference. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. So the next thing I want to do is to fix some textures in my image. So I'm going to pick up my clone stamp tool. Stay in my texture layer, zoom in on the image, just to fix some textures. So like here, I want to fix this texture on the skin. So I'm just going to select here and paint over. Just like that. So this one is one of the secrets of achieving a high-end smooth skin in frequency separation. This is going to take a lot of time to start fixing all the skin hairs and all of that. So I just wanted to show you that this technique is possible. Then you take out your time and clean up your own, because this is a video I wouldn't want it to get so long. So to clean all these skin lines and skin hairs and all of that is going to take a whole lot of time. It's going to take a whole lot of time. So I want to show you quickly a particular action in Retouching Academy that even allows you to do this skin hair stuff, or the hair skin, what's it called? Yeah, to do it even in a more faster way. So let me just quickly fix some textures that I think I wouldn't want. Then we'll jump straight into that. That was bad. Okay, so I think we'll stick to what we have already. The next procedure we're going to be taking is definitely going to be fixing that for us. So I'm just going to delete this black and white so it doesn't mess things up. All right, so I'm going to close this group and keep it somewhere around here. So the next action I want to launch is this one called remove body and facial hair. So I'm just going to run it and keep my high pass somewhere around 2. So if you want to retain any hair, this is where you should make sure you are seeing it. All right, so I think 2 is a good place to stay. Press OK. And for my Gaussian blur, all you need to do is to blur out until you no longer see those stuffs. Then you press OK. So I'm going to start with 13. Let's see how that goes. All right, 13 is not entirely bad, but I'm still seeing a few part of it here, so we'll stick to 15. Yeah, that works. Press OK, and it's going to do the rest. Do not make any changes in your dust and scratches. Yeah, press OK. So having done that, pick up your brush, increase your flow to 100, and just paint over the skin, just like that. See the way it's smoothing out everything, even taking care of the hairs, just like that. So take your time and go through your image with this. Avoid your hairs because this is going to obviously mess up with the hair. Remember, the name is facial and body hair remover, so anything that looks like hair, it's going to take it out. So just avoid your hair. Let's zoom out and see how much we've done. Beautiful. Okay, so of course this is way too much. It's actually waxing out my whole skin. So one of the things we would need to do right now, this is before, this is after. So I intentionally didn't go down on the scale because it's going to take a whole lot of time, but you've seen exactly what I'm talking about on her face. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity to like 35. Let's zoom in and see how much effect is making on our image. This is before, this is after, before, after. Yeah. This is before, this is after. So I think it's still not doing a lot of job here. So let's try somewhere around 70. Okay, I think you reduced the hair. All right, this is good. I'm going to stick with 70. I wouldn't want it looking waxed out and losing all our skin textures, but this is good. All right, so zoom out. The next thing we would want to do is to clean up our eyes. So I'm just going to go to my magic eyes, pick up my brush, open up the groups and run it. So just open up the group, go straight down to clean here and just paint over your eyes, the white area specifically. All right, I think I'm fine with the results. I'm going to go to the general group and reduce the opacity so it doesn't look like a cartoon. All right, so when you are done with that, I would want you to match everything up because we are about to get straight down done for you. So we're going to open up our done for you retouch action. I will quickly click on our sharpen image and play the action. So it's going to just sharpen up the whole image. Yeah, just giving us a little bit of more texture. Beautiful. Reduce the opacity just slightly. Flatten it up one more time. Go to your lip eyebrow enhancer. Just go there. Press OK. Pick up your brush. And just paint over the eyebrow. So it just allows you to get even more attention into your eyebrows. Make sure you are maintaining the shape. All right, so I'm going to reduce the opacity just a little bit lower than that. Yeah, just to get more attention to that eyebrow. Look at it before, after. So flatten it up one more time and apply your auto dodge and burn. Press OK. Pick up your brush and just paint over the skin like that. So it gives you your auto dodge and burn. So I'm going to also run it down on her skin right here. So it gives us that texture, probably on the hair as well. So I'm going to reduce it. It's obviously too much before, after. I'm going to keep it somewhere around 30. Yeah, before, after. 30 is too low. 40, let's see. Before, after. Yeah, I think I like what 40 is doing. Press enter. So the last thing I want to apply on our done for you retouch action is the done for you retouching itself. So I'm going to press enter. Make sure that I'm selecting somewhere around 8 so I wouldn't lose all my textures. Press go. Allow it do its magic. All right, beautiful, done. Okay, so this is done for you before, after. See the way it has changed, even the trajectory of the image, before, after, giving us a little bit of more contouring and dimension on our image. So of course, it is too much, we'll reduce it. Keep it somewhere around 60. We wouldn't want to do extreme effects. Yeah, before, after. Nice one. Okay, so have before, we have after. Beautiful. So the next thing I want to do is to just retouch her skin a bit. So I would want you to also take note that this hair over here, it's not entirely good. You can fix it by just using your patch tool and make a selection of it like this. So if that doesn't work, maybe we'll try using our content aware. Oh, that works perfectly. So just like that. Then of course use your clone stamp to fix those areas just to make it fit in properly. That was too much painting from here. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so for this particular area, what I did in my own was that I just used my lasso tool, made a selection of this whole area like this, and just applied content aware. Just go to your field, go to content aware. Let's see how that takes care of that area for us. So that gives us a very beautiful joining. So it just joins the hair together and allows you to even have something smooth. All right, so let's quickly run a very minute color grading on her skin to bring it out, and we are good to go. So you can decide to use your anything. So I'm just going to fix it using my camera raw filter. Yeah, I think that would work. Go straight down to your calibration, go to the blue primaries, just take it up a little. Beautiful. Go to your color mixer, bump up the blues a little, the background a little, just to make it a little bit more vibrant. The cyan as well. Yeah, beautiful. Let's see what the purples have. Okay, I don't think we have a color here. Then go to your basic. Probably decide to increase the warmness just slightly, then bump up your vibrance just a little. Let's see how the highlight handles it. Okay, so I think the highlights on the image is too much. I'm going to pull it down a little. Probably darken the shadows a little bit more. A bit more texture, increase the textures a little. I think my highlights now too low. Press enter. Let's see how that takes care of it. Beautiful. So it gives us even a more beautiful dimensions and skin tone on our image. So let me quickly show you the before and after of what we have done so far, and we are done. Well, so I'm just going to make a snapshot by clicking this camera symbol in the history panel and go straight all the way to the up. So this was the image when we got into Photoshop, and this was the image after we did our quick retouching. See the way it has gotten a whole lot better. It has gotten a whole lot better. So remember that I told you that the raw file of this image will be dropped for you in the description. Just go and download it and practice the things you saw me do. And the more you keep practicing, the better you keep becoming. So I took our time and did a little bit more on the image, and I finally got to this result, which was exactly what I showed you from the beginning of the video. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and on the notification bell to get notified every single time we'll drop a new video. Until then, see you